Hi, this is Jerry. I had this sent to me today by this guy. How can you find the true religion? And it has www.watchtower.org. Apparently the guy didn't understand my video because he believes Jehovah Witnesses is the worshipers of Jehovah God. And I shared some reasons why I left the organization, of their false prophecies, their lies they have told to the members. And apparently he don't understand. In their publications, this is what they wrote in 1914. We see no reason for changing the figure, nor could we change them if we would. They are, we believe, God's dates, not ours, but bear in mind that the end of 1914 is not the date for the beginning, but for the end of the time of troubles. They have put on the top of this was pretty interesting. It's talk about their readers, says our readers are writing to know that if there may be not be a mistake in the 1914 date, so people of that time, when they was preaching what they call the good news in Charles T. Russell's time, or Pastor Russell, how you want to look at it, they was taught the world was going to end of 1914. That's just one of the reasons why I left, because they lied about 1914. View number 8. Jehovah Witnesses teach that Nebuchadnezzar in 607, he came into Jerusalem and he destroyed the first temple. And they said, you may hear that other people will say that this is a lie. They say that some people says that in 605 and they claim that it was 586 when Jerusalem destroyed the first temple, and 605 was his first year of reign when he became king. So here's the thing. Was it 605 when he reigned? Or was it 607? Well, let me show you something that I found. This is a chart that I found. So many charts on the internet that you can find every single one. I'm not sure how to say this name right. Lazarus. This was Nebuchadnezzar's father. You can look up the name and you can find out his son was Nebuchadnezzar. The dates on here showing that he started to reign in 626. He died in 605. 605. And his son, Nebuchadnezzar, took his father's throne in 605 to 562. So, if everybody else is saying from the internet and scholars, researchers, and everybody else saying that Nebuchadnezzar could not have been a king in 607 and destroy the temple of Jerusalem in 607, that would be impossible because his father was still alive. You see it for yourself. He died in 605. There's no way Nebuchadnezzar could have been a king. And 605 was his first reign when he became king. So he could not have been in Jerusalem at that time. The book was written by Joseph Smith. Millions now living will never die. I've seen this book, and page 89, 90, I looked up this book, and boy, in this book, on these pages, it says, therefore, we may confidently expect that 1925 will mark the return of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and the faithful prophets of old. These are only a few books that I'm showing you that the Watchtower Tract Society has written, showing that many dates, false dates, they have claimed 1914, the world's going to end. They change it in 1915, they change it. 1918, they change it. 1919, they change it. 1925, they predicted the world was going to end. In 1975, they predicted the world was going to end. On page 2, it shows the book. It was dedicated to people now living on the earth who desire life, liberty, and happiness. Like I said, Judge Rutherford wrote this book. It was copyrighted from the International Bible Students Association. So my question is, where is Abraham, Isaac, a faithful man of old, when this book was written? Where are these people? Are they alive here today? No. Are they still dead? No. So that means what he put out in 1920 for 1925 is a lie. So who gave the ExJehovah Witnesses their literature about all these false dates? Was it something they made up? Or was it Charles T. Russell, Judge Rutherford, and all these books you can find for yourself and see all these false prophecies. These are some of the books Charles T. Russell wrote that you cannot find in the kingdom halls. You used to can find them in the kingdom halls till the governing body asked the elders to send all these books back to them. The reason why? Because they didn't want you to find the real truth about these books and the false prophecies that Charles T. Russell, Judge Rutherford, and all the governing bodies have been written all these years. They don't want you to know the truth. So here's the thing. You say ExJehovah Witnesses made up their own literature and trying to deceive the Jehovah Witnesses? No. All these books and everything was written by these men. They're the one that's deceived you and deceived me. And it was for wonderful people that kept some of these books and found the real truth that we've been lied to. And that's the reason why we became ExJehovah Witnesses, because we found the real truth about this organization and how they have lied to all of us. Thank you. And I hope you do your research like I did. Every information you can find on the internet. You can find all these books, all these magazines, false predictions and lies they have made to all of us to this day.